Buckle up on this episode of Hollywood Insiders. We're taking a joyride back to 1977 with the Southern action comedy classic Smokey and the Bandit. Join us as we dive into behind the scenes tribute, the iconic Pontiac Trans Am, Jerry Reed, Eastbound and Down, and how Burt Reynolds and Jackie Gleason made movie history on the open highway. Did you know that the classic Coors beer bootlegging premise was actually based on a real life smuggling? Let us know your favorite bandit moment in the comment below. So let's go ahead and get into this clip. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. And once again, we ask for you to support the channel. Something about liking, sharing, and subscribing. See you on the other side of the video. The plot or the pilot of Smokey and the Bandit is a high-speed game of keepaway set across the American South. The setup, the bet, two wealthy Texans, Big Enos and Little Enos, offer Bo the Bandit their big $80,000. The mission: he must transport 400 cases of Coors beer from Texas to Atlanta, Georgia. The catch: they only have 28 hours to complete the 1,800-mile round trip, which is very hard and just about near impossible to do in a 18-wheeler. Trust me, because I used to be an 18-wheeler driver not too long ago. The law: at the time, Coors was illegal to sail east of the Mississippi without a permit, making this a bootlegging run. The strategy: the driver's Zent Bandit drives a black Pontiac Trans Am to act as a blocker. The distraction: his job is to draw police attention away from the truck, the cargo. His partner, Clevis Snow, drives the truck full of beer. The conflict: the hitchhiker. Bandit picks up Carrie, known as Frog, a runaway bride who just left her wedding. The jilted groom. She was supposed to marry Junior, the damn witty son of Sheriff Buford T. Justice. The pursuit: Sheriff Justice becomes obsessed with catching the bandit, sparking a multiple state high-speed chase. The climax: the race against time. Despite the endless police roadblock and a dismantle of cars, they reach Atlanta. The finish: they arrive with just seconds to spare to collect their prize. The twist: instead of retiring, they immediately accepts a double or nothing bet to drive to Boston for a clam chop. The production of Smokey and the Bandit was famously chaotic, driven by a heavy improvisations and cast that often went off script to create movie magic. Jackie Gleason: great one moments. Creative freedom: director Hal Needham gave Gleason total freedom, leading to nearly three-quarters of his dialogue being ad-lib. Junior Justice: it was Gleason's idea to add the character of Junior. He told the director, "I can't be in the car alone." The diner scene: the iconic joke and plug scene from the chair unknowingly sits next to Bandit from and was entirely recent idea. Some bitch. The famous insult from a tribute to Burt Reynolds' father, a real-life Florida police chief who used the phrase often. Burt and Sally real life spark. Initial rejection. Studio executives original, originally told Burt Reynolds that Sally Field wasn't sexy enough for the role. Reynolds fought back saying, talent isn't, talent is sexy. On set romance, the couple's chemistry was authentic as they began a 5-year relationship while filming The Glimpse in the final scene. The Bandit famous smile is actually a glimpse of pain. Reynolds had broken his tailbone performing a stunt earlier that day. Jerry Reed, the first Bandit, the recast Jerry Reed was originally hired to play the Bandit, but he was moved to the Snowman role once Burt Reynolds expressed interest in the script. Songwriting threats. When Reed first played Eastbound and Down for the directors, Needham told him, if you change one note, I will kill you. Trucking trouble. Despite playing a career trucker, Jerry Reed actually couldn't drive a semi truck and required a stunt double for the driving scenes. Key point. The Buford T. Justice name wasn't random. He was named after a Florida highway patrolman that Burt Reynolds' father knew. Here are the most iconic high-octane lines from Smokey and the Bandit. Sheriff Buford T. Justice Jackie Gleason. What we are dealing with here is a complete lack of respect for the law. There is no way that you came from my lines. As soon as I get home, the first thing I'm going to do is punch your mama in the mouth. My mind is an angle mind. I've been over many a road. Give me a Diablo sandwich, a Dr. Pepper, and make it quick. I'm in a goddamn hurry. I'm gonna barbecue your ass and molasses. The bandits Burt Reynolds for the money, for the glory, and for the fun. Mostly for the money. When you tell me something, tell me a lot. Just don't tell me the truth. I'm the only person in the world that can tell a person to go to hell and make them look forward to the trip. And you can't drive a forklift to frog. Cletus Snowman, Jerry Reed, we got a long way to go and a short time to get there. You can't go any faster than the speed of light. You can't drive a truck with no brakes, son. Carrie Frogs, played by Sally Fields. I'm not a runaway bride. I'm a runaway something. Why do they call you the Bandit? And you have a very nice profile for a wanted man. Burt Reynolds' path to Hollywood was literally an accident when his relationship with the Trans Am became the most successful product placement in history. From Gridiron to the stage, Burt Reynolds didn't originally place or plan on acting. He was a star athlete and sights set on the NFL football star. He played halfback for Florida State University on a football scholarship. Career-ending injuries. A severe knee injury during his sophomore season, followed by a car accident that resulted in the loss of his spleen ended his professional sports dreams. While recovering and taking classes in Palm Beach Junior College, his English professor, Watson B. Duncans III, pushed him into a play, The Swamp. After the first time on stage, Reynolds realized the adrenaline rush from his identical to being on the football field. The Trans Am legend, the 1977 Pontiac Trans Am, wasn't just a prop. It was the unspoken character that saved the Pontiac brand. The choice. Director Hal Needham saw a photo of a black gold Trans Am in a magazine and knew it was the Bandit car. The deal. Pontiac provided 4 cars for the film because the 1977 model wasn't out just yet. The crew took a 1976 model and wrapped 77 front end onto them for the shoot, wrecking the fleet. By the end of the production, the 3 of the cars were completely destroyed by stunts, including famous bridge jump. The 4th car wouldn't even start for the final scenes and had to be pushed into the slot. The sales boomed after the president of GM, was so grateful for the sales boost that he promised Burt Reynolds a free Trans Am every year for life. The traditional only stops after a later. The tradition only stopped years later after the president passed away and the new leadership ended the deal. And so there you have it. A review on Smokey and the Bandit. Hopefully you have learned something that you didn't know already about this film and a great movie. It is definitely one of my favorites. I still breaks out the clip or rent it or buy it anytime I see it and play it. I've played it over 1,000 times and I probably play it again over 1,000 times more. It's one of those films that you could watch over and over again and enjoy it each and every moment as though it was first time you saw it. It was one of those movies that actually made me very fond of the 1977 Trans Am. Matter of fact, my first car, I think I was about 16. My first car, I didn't get the Trans Am, but I got myself a 1977 Camaro. And you couldn't tell me nothing. My 1977 Camaro was a gold brownish color. Like, boy, I thought the world of that car simply because of this movie, The Bandit. Well, like I say, if you don't have Smokey and the Bandit in your portfolio, you may want to think about adding it to it. I still watch it to this day. Matter of fact, I might go and watch it even after production tip. The Diablo sandwich mentioned by Classic Jackie by Jackie Gleason was actually a real life item on the menu at the Old South Drive Inn where they filmed. And so that's going to do it for this review of The Bandit. I always say if you don't have this movie or film in your portfolio or in your library, you're missing out on a treat. And so actually the Bandit was part of I think it was 3 different episodes. You had episode 1, then you have 2, and then you have 3. And personally, I'm fond of 1, the original first Bandit movie, Smokey and the Bandit. So where Burt Reynolds, along with the hitchhiker Frog, played by Shattered Fields, and they team up after being chased by Sheriff Rupert Justice. Even though we lost Burt Reynolds some years ago at 80 some years of age, believe it or not, Sadie Fields is still living. I think she's either 79 or she's in her early 80s. A great actress, a long time film and starred actor. Been around for many of years and played in a lot of wonderful movies. And so has Burt Reynolds. One of the trivial questions about Burt Reynolds is actually Burt Reynolds was a football player. So that's how he actually got his start to stardom, playing on a football team. And after that ended, he got into acting. Burt Reynolds plays in a lot of pictures, a lot of movies. And Burt Reynolds was kind of a ladies' man. All the women's are after Burt Reynolds. I do believe when he passed, I think he was single, or what should I say, divorced. I do believe he was living in California. I'm not too sure of that.